The Cannabis Show is for information only. You should always consult with a qualified and licensed physician or other medical care provider.
Welcome to the Cannabis Show. Today is our 100th episode. Thank you all for continuing to support us by watching, commenting, and sharing. We love you all. On today's episode, we celebrate. We have a special edition of Basil's Buds, and we discuss all the latest cannabis news. Keep watching.
So it's 1 month into legalization, and what do we know? The number of Canadians who use cannabis has not increased since legalization, staying around the 22% mark. Entering the rec market, 54% say price of legal pot is too high, but 85% say they're satisfied with the quality of legal cannabis. Still, 1 month in, most wouldn't hesitate to go back to the black market, where polls say a third of their buyers still are, if the prices get too high or the supply gets too low. Canadian police have not seen a spike in cannabis-impaired driving 1 month after legalization, but there needs to be more awareness of laws around storing it in your vehicle and passengers smoking cannabis. You can get fined for that as a passenger. Generally across Canada, cannabis must be in closed packaging and out of reach of the driver. Some provinces require that it's stored in the trunk, so you better check with your Health Canada website for laws specific to your province. Just about all police forces have decided for now to go without devices and to rely on standardized field sobriety tests and drug recognition experts for now. Police officers are saying this is nothing new. Cannabis has been around for a long time, and the sky's still there. Today, Canada. Tomorrow, the world. Countries like Thailand and Mexico are in the process of revamping their laws for medicinal and rec, and states like Michigan, North Dakota, Utah, and Missouri are all taking firm steps forward as well. We tip our hats to Raphael, of course, and the researchers in Israel who led the charge decades ago in terms of research. That's News Hits.
Welcome to our century celebration. 100 episodes.
Is that crazy?
Yeah, isn't that awesome?
100.
Does century work for 100 or is that years?
I don't know. Let's say it works.
100.
Yeah.
100.
We'll run with it.
100
Yeah, we'll run
This
with
is
it.
crazy. Do you remember how the show started?
I remember the first shoot day was November 26, 2016. It was the day we shot
That's
the
when I
first
met you.
episode.
The day
Yeah.
they shot the
Kate?
first episode.
Yeah.
Evan
Yes.
wasn't even around
Born.
yet. Yeah, I wasn't even born yet. Yeah, it feels that way
No.
sometimes, doesn't it? Yeah, it was crazy, and Basil was here, and
Yeah, I mean, we've gone through a lot, hey?
yeah,
Like
Tommy
100
Chong's been on our show, many other guests.
Lots of
doctors,
patients,
veterans.
Yeah, and Basil's still here.
Oh yeah, Basil's still here. It's I think you did make this show. It's all good. And when did you come on board? Was it?
I think it was about 5 episodes in. I was behind the scenes helping out as a production assistant.
Right.
Later
you
on,
knew a lot
came
about cannabis and growing it, and we're like, we can use you.
impress somebody, I guess.
No, it's awesome. But thank you for sticking with us as well. And please tell your friends to subscribe to our show. What's going on here, guys? I know it's a lot of cannabis and stuff. It's great, but is there a certain number to it?
100 grams for 100th episode, of course.
98. Didn't we partake?
It made it a little light, Evan. I'm sorry.
Evan grew it. Evan grew all of it.
It is legal to share 30 grams of cannabis, so that's okay.
So really? Is that my birthday present from yesterday? We'll be back shortly. Stick around. I've often wondered what the world looks like through Basil's yellow glasses. Sure, I've tried on versions of tinted eyewear before, but I don't think anything can make it more colorful or lovable like what Basil sees. Hi, I'm Chris, not Basil, and yes, this is when Basil likes to talk about his buds in the cannabis industry. Seeing as Basil had to attend a family function, I thought this would be a good time to give a tribute back to him. Basil Kelly is my Basil's bud, and why not? His dedication is to make sure that cannabis is being used for much more than just getting high. Viewers of The Cannabis Show and followers on his social media know that Basil writes in an honest and positive manner, a style that is reassuring for many of us patients and rec tokers, especially with all the false and negative statements about the cannabis in the headlines. Basil has been active in the cannabis industry since 2015. Starting as patient educator, he would help guide patients with dosing and strain selection. With Basil's knowledge and experience, he has made his way up the ladder and is now head of LP Relations at Natural Health Services. That gives Basil direct contact with all licensed producers in Canada, which creates harmony between growers and patients. For me personally, to co-host the Cannabis Show with Basil is a true blessing. His warm nature is one thing, but also his new state-of-the-art cannabis gadgets always continue to amaze me. Whether it's the latest rolling tray with drawers to some new way of folding a filter, Basil is a treat for anyone who gets to converse with him. Fun fact, our own Hart Steinfeld, also part of Basil's Buds alumni, actually hired Basil for his first cannabis position. On our 100th episode, I couldn't think of a better person than Basil Kelly to be added to the list of Basil's Buds. You know, when Basil told me he couldn't get to this episode, I was like, Basil, can I do a Basil's Buds? And he's like, yeah, sure, give her, right? And I was like, well, I'm actually going to do it on you. And he's like, okay. So
Nice.
He's in his own alumni in a weird way.
Yeah, kind of cool.
Yeah,
Kind of cool. He's not here, so maybe we should gossip about it.
Oh, let's gossip about him.
Okay, well,
much to
I got
say.
a story. Remember, you know, he's known for his yellow tinted glasses.
Yeah.
And I remember there was a few episodes, you guys probably remember, he was wearing the rose-colored glasses for a while, and then I'd have, you know, blue rodeo in my head. But then he actually went with just like normal glasses. And then I was like, why'd he do that? And he goes, well, I don't want to be typecast.
The guy with the yellow glasses.
I was like,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
wear them. Anyways, I don't know, maybe it was a confidence thing, but he found himself again. He's wearing them and he sports them and he rocks them. And yeah, no, he'll be back. It's all good. He just couldn't make this show. We are getting into the festive season. And next episode, we're going to have some awesome holiday gift ideas.
Oh, good. I was
Should be
hoping.
fun.
Bring something from home like Evan did to celebrate 100 grams here. We all get a portion. It was my birthday yesterday.
Cannabis makes an awesome gift, so keep that in mind this holiday season, because you can share up to 30 grams with adults.
So should I take my share?
How about this?
Thank you. Just want to say on behalf of the entire Cannabis Show, the cast and crew, we want to say thank you for being us with 100 episodes. Here's to 100 more, and we'll see you next week.